You've had enough of that, so excuse my language. This city's been down and it found a way to get up. All right, it's found a way to overcome adversity. We're gonna kick you in the teeth, and when you punch us back, we're gonna smile at you, and when you knock us down, we're gonna get up. And on the way up, we're gonna bite a kneecap off, and we're gonna stand up, and then it's gonna take 2 more shots to knock us down. And on the way up, we're gonna take your other kneecap, and we're gonna get up, and then it's gonna take 3 shots to get us down. And when we do, we're gonna take another hunk out of you. Before long, we're gonna be the last one standing. All right, that's gonna be the mentality. All right, we're gonna be competitive every game. I can't sit up here and guarantee wins and losses, but I'll guarantee you this, man, these guys are gonna fight, and they're gonna scratch and claw, and they're gonna be something this city's proud of because they're gonna take on the identity of this city.
Dan Campbell is one of the wildest coaches in the NFL and certainly is a walking quote machine. Everything this man says is gold. Obviously the new head coach of the Detroit Lions, previously has been a head coach for a little bit in Miami when he was the Dolphins interim head coach. And obviously the past couple of seasons he's been down in New Orleans working under Sean Payton. Now Dan Campbell has come into a mess in Detroit, but when you have a former South Park character that reminds everybody of the Big Lebowski or Fat Thor if you're a Marvel fan, you know, he is somebody that a lot of people really love because of how much passion he brings. When you have a head coach that stands like this during a press conference, you know you have a football guy. He is very fiery, lots of passion, and I mean that. And when the guy talks about biting kneecaps off men, you know, this guy's pretty awesome. So today, I just kind of wanted to talk a little bit of Dan Campbell, hype him up a little bit, because truly, he might be the most passionate coach in all of football. Now, I made a video about him a while back when he was hired by the Lions and how I thought this was perfect for them, but I really just wanted to make a video about just how wild Dan Campbell is, because I think that the Detroit Lions are finally a pretty interesting team, despite not having a really talented roster. But before I get into everything about Dan Campbell, if you could hit that subscribe button, we are giving away a free shirt at the end of every week. Make sure you subscribe to the channel now, and I'll get into the details at the end of the video. So, like I said, when you got a coach that talks about biting kneecaps off of the other team, you know he's pretty awesome. And he talked about how Michael Brockers would wield Mjolnir, and legit, Dan Campbell used to look like Thor, so it's perfect passing of the hammer. Now, Dan Campbell is obviously a football guy, and he really is probably the biggest football guy in the NFL. I've never seen a coach cry walking to a practice facility because of how inspired he was.
Thank you.
This is so exciting.
Appreciate it, man. I do. I'm gonna make y'all proud. We are.
So you know that he really cares about this job. And him getting the head coaching job of the Lions reminds me of the guy up in Ann Arbor, Juwan Howard, who got the Michigan basketball coaching job and his passion for Michigan. These are Michigan men that really love this state and they want to represent their team, which is huge because, you know, Detroit is not the most flashy city in the world right now. I think they might have it the roughest of any city in professional sports. They got Dan Campbell to come out here giving speeches to Ford workers, and he loves Michigan and Detroit, and he's like the new ambassador of the city. It's pretty awesome. You know, Dan Campbell hasn't even coached yet for the Lions, but he's got everybody excited. And he's bringing a lot of passion, no BS. His goal is to make Detroit a winner, and he knows what the fans of the team and the city want. And it's really inspiring as an outsider just watching him, you know, try to accomplish his goal. And like I said, Detroit fans have it the roughest out of any city in the United States, in my opinion. Their teams are not very great, but you know what? They're kind of showing signs of life. It's not easy to succeed there at the moment. It's just not. Detroit, you know, used to be one of the most popular cities in the United States, and it's really fallen off. So to see somebody like Dan Campbell come in there, try to inspire and motivate not only his team, but to try to build back some life into the city, it's pretty inspiring to watch.
This is a unique place, and anybody who's an outsider that looks outside in, the first thing they think about is what you shouldn't about Detroit, because they don't know. They don't know shit about it. And so, and adversity is just a word. That's all it is. It's not something that holds you back. It's not something that keeps you from doing what you want to do. Well, but that to me, that's this community, you know, and this is a place you want to raise kids. It's a place that, man, if we can ever create a winner, which is the whole idea, that's why I'm here. Excuse my language, the weather, all right? You'll want to be here. You'll want to be here, all right? Because I'm serious, man. Everybody's South Florida, and you go to Texas and LA, you know. But I'm telling you right now, man, you build a winner here, people want to be here. Hell, my first game here in 06, we're playing Seattle, and I was blown away. I couldn't believe it. I mean, it's like you couldn't hear. That's on us to make it to where our fans will want to yell, and they do want to be a part of it. And so I get that, man. And I know we're in this all talk phase, all right? But man, I will do everything in my power, and so will my staff, who, by the way, is a kick-ass staff. I believe in these guys with everything in my heart. We will get these guys to, well, they will fight their ass off to the end. I know that. And we will try to put ourselves in the very best position to freaking win at the end of a game. That's the idea. Now, if we have a pin, I'd love to do is I'd love every one of you guys to sign this for me. Just sign your name to this. I'm gonna put this in my office. because this is a reminder to me.
I mean, this is a guy that had the Ford workers sign his hat to keep in his office to keep him motivated. You can't not tip your cap to the guy. You know, he's a former Lion. He played there, obviously, and he wants to make the Detroit Lions great again. And the thing about Dan Campbell is he's been in the running for head coaching jobs in the past, but this was the perfect opportunity for him. And the staff that he brought in there to coach this team, it's pretty insane. Former players like Antoine Randall. He's got somebody like Deuce Staley, who the Eagles were interested in hiring as their head coach. Aaron Glenn, a former quarterback, and Mark Brunell. Anthony Lynn, the head coach of the Chargers before he was fired. I mean, he's really got a crazy coaching staff. And then his front office has guys like Chris Spielman, Don Dorsey, who was the GM of the Chiefs when they drafted Patrick Mahomes, say Baker Mayfield at the Browns. And then they have their own GM in Brad Holmes, who came over from the Rams. This is one of the craziest coaching staffs / front offices ever put together, really. Now, this could be an absolute disaster, or it could work very well. It's just going to be one of those things we're going to have to wait and watch. But the thing is that it's going to be fascinating to watch no matter what happens. They don't really have a lot of talent, but I'm very excited to see how this plays out, more than maybe any other team in the NFL with a new coaching staff. They're obviously coming off a tenure where there was no trust under Matt Patricia, their former head coach, and guys really did not like him. I mean, Matthew Stafford wouldn't even go to New England in a trade after winning out of Detroit because that's where Matt Patricia is. And Matt just lost the locker room, and Dan Campbell has come in there. He's trying to re-energize everybody. Are the Lions going to be crazy good? Probably not. They have Jared Goff as their starting quarterback leading the way. I don't really think that's going to be their number one guy going forward. Maybe they draft somebody in the draft. You better be sure they're going all out for Dan Campbell. Worst case scenario, let's say Dan Campbell bombs and the Lions are terrible. I really don't care. This guy is an awesome personality, and sports, in my opinion, are needed of personalities, especially in the coaching profession. Dan Campbell is a bit of a rock star, and I really don't give a damn what everybody thinks about him, even if they think he's a shick or not, or if they think he's full of himself. Personally, I don't care. I think this guy's incredible. This team is really probably the most prove-it team in the NFL, full of guys that everybody's given up on, whether it's the players, whether it's even the coaching staff, a lot of former coaches in the league, former players, and even that front office. I mean, legit, this is the island of misfit toys in the NFL, and Dan Campbell is leading the way. I can't wait to watch the Lions. I don't know if you guys really even care about the Lions, but I personally am very fascinated to see how Dan Campbell works out. Definitely one of the most interesting personalities in the sport. So let me know what you guys think about Dan Campbell getting the head coaching job with the Detroit Lions, and what you think about his future there. Do you think the Lions are ever going to be good under him, or do you think this is going to just fail in epic proportions? Personally, I'm staying optimistic. Maybe that's because I'm just a Dan Campbell believer and I'm buying into the hype, but I also really feel his passion and energy, and this is a city that needs something like that. So whether it works or not in terms of wins, I do think this is a win just in terms of getting this fan base excited again. But before the video ends, again, if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button. I'll be giving away a free shirt of your team to one subscriber at the end of every week. Make sure you are subscribed, notifications on, and most importantly, comment down below. The winner will be randomly selected, and the best way to increase your chances of winning is to comment on more videos since it's completely random, and hit the notification bell for more uploads. You can follow me on Twitter for live updates on everything happening in the sports world. Thank you for checking out my channel, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.
These guys are going to learn to play together, play for one another, and those guys are going to have pride in where they're at, who they play for, how they're going to play. There's been enough hard times here, and you always found a way back up, and this team's going to freaking do the same thing, and every time we get hit, we're going to get back up stronger. That's what I do know.